This podcast is sponsored by Ramp. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/easy. Ramp.com/easy. RAMP.com/easy.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
5.
The following program is paid for and presented by Tony Mart Presents. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Hi, how's everybody doing out there? This is Tony Mart Presents music, food, fun, travel, and lots of things going on in the community, the South Jersey community. Today, we're talking about Summers Point. We're talking about Atlantic City. So much going on over there. And Cape May. The Exit Zero Jazz Festival is coming up in Cape May from the 16th to the 18th, I believe, of April. And we're going to have the man himself, the producer and director of the festival, Michael Klein, on the show today. And this is also part of the theme of the Tony Mart Classic Legacy Concerts. We're going to be doing 2 Legacy concerts in Cape May at the Cape May Convention Center this summer, July 29th, The Last Waltz, which is going to be the Tony Mart Legacy Last Waltz show in Cape May on Monday, the 29th of July. And then John Cafferty is going to come down, and we're going to bring the Cruisers. Cape May, get ready. The Cruisers are coming on Saturday, August 3rd. What a night that is going to be in Cape May. Everybody is enjoying, the finest resort, the original seaside resort in New Jersey, Cape May, on a beautiful early August weekend. And Tony Martz will be there with John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, one of the greatest East Coast rock and roll bands we have. So we're all over the place, and we're going to start right in Summers Point because we have Bayfest coming on the 27th, Saturday, April 27th, which is 4 weeks from today. We're hoping it's going to be nice and warm and sunny like it was last year. And this year, there's going to be a lot more action because the Anchorage is going to have its beer garden once again, and we welcome that. Say hello and salute Mr. Fitzgerald over there, doing a great job since taking over the Anchorage. One of the truly major improvements, having the energy that he has brought to the Anchorage. And, of course, our sponsors, The Point. everyone knows the Point is heavily into supporting everything. The presenting sponsor of the concerts on the beach in Summers Point, and of course, they are going to have a big party over there on the day of the good old days. The Bayfest. I'm really, really excited about this one because Eddie is going to have a full day party from 12 to 4. Going to have a dance party at the Point. The Point is where Bay Shores used to be for us old timers. 998 Shore Road, right at the 998 Bay Avenue, right at the end of Bay Avenue. A gorgeous spot, tiki bar, and tropical nightclub. From 12 to 4, you can go over and enjoy DJ music, party, action, drinks, full bar. Everything will be happening right at the Point. And then at 4 o'clock, one of the top bands in the casino scene in South Jersey and Philadelphia, The Exceptions, with some of our good friends in that band. And they, of course, are one of the great names in the history of the Jersey Shore nightclub scene. And Eddie has them from 4 to 8. So when the Bayfest winds down, the Point will be cranking up with a great group, and that's going to be the place to go to party, and we want to invite everybody. Beyond that, it's so important for us in the Tony Mart legacy here. This is Tony Mart Presents Music, Food, Fun, Travel. Of course, it's dedicated to my father, Tony Mart himself. And every year, Palm Sunday, Easter Sunday, was the Renaissance, the big reopening of Tony Mart's. It wasn't until 69 or 70 that we actually were open in the winter. Dad had become so hugely successful in the late 50s that he really didn't operate in the winter because he needed to recoup from the onslaught of business and collegiate partiers. I've just been doing some interviews on the book about the old days and the Chatterbox and the Ocean City scene. It is so interesting to talk to people who are a part of that party scene. And it was immense. It really was. And we like to touch on, right now, we're focused this year on the 1965 part of it because of the passing of Robbie, but more importantly, because Trey Twitty, Conway's grandson, has come into our life, and because I want to do my own Tony Mart Last Waltz tribute. A lot of people all over the world do tributes to The Last Waltz, the Martin Scorsese movie, and we're going to do that. We're going to do it in Summers Point. We're going to do it in Cape May. That's going to be really interesting. In fact, in Cape May, it's going to be a ticketed concert. You'll be able to get VIP with meet and greet receptions. We'll have a full-service bar there. The people in Cape May have just been fantastic, and we're going to get to that in a few minutes when we talk about Cape May. But back to Summers Point. We are really, really grateful. We had Janice Johnston on last week. We're really grateful to everything that is just blowing forward there. And one of the things that we'll talk about is Jersey Gumbo. We're giving this festival with the Point, again, back to the Point, and that's going to be on July 8th. Many of you may recall it was beautiful afternoon, July afternoon and evening. Hundreds of people came out to taste gumbo. But this year we're going to have 3 times as many chefs making gumbo. And one of those chefs, David Wong, along with his executive chef, Robert Levinson, and the food and beverage director of resorts, Jeffrey Ray, are going to be on the show in the second spot today, talking about DraftKings, the hottest thing, as I predicted, I am proud. I have a couple of things that I predicted and I've taken action on. Of course, DraftKings, they have one of the greatest groups operating, managing, and handling things in Atlantic City at Resorts. Resorts is just a fantastic place. As soon as you get there, from the valet all the way to the people in there who are the janitors, when you ask them something, from the bottom to the top being Mark D'Antonio, and then his great staff, and his great directors, his directors. He's the CEO, and we're going to have one of them today, our good friend Jeffrey Ray, on the show. However, we do want to talk for a minute about this, the legacy of the last waltz. Now, as it relates, let's relate this into Atlantic City. We want everybody to understand that we are waiting next week for formal action on the New Jersey State Casino Reinvestment Development Authority grants to fund Tony Mart Presents Mardi Gras on the boardwalk. And we feel that everyone is very satisfied that we've complied with all the requirements and that we should have a positive response. So assuming that happens, one of the things that you're going to hear is what Mayor Marty Small has been talking about. And we cannot thank Marty Small and all of his people. He's got so many really strong, smart people in his right immediate circle in City Hall there, and they're really great to us. And, of course, the Atlantic City Police, we can't say enough good things about the way they treat Tony Mart's, because they love what Tony Mart's is doing. And one of the things that is going to become apparent, and we're going to develop this a lot more in the next week or two, but this thing about the big beach concerts, I want to talk to people. This is my area, okay? This is not politics. This is giving the people great free music, giving the people the greatest people in the world. We're heading to Jazz Fest, right? How long is that to Jazz Fest, man? The first weekend is the same as Bay Fest, 4 weeks. The 27th of Jazz Fest starts on Thursday, the 25th of April in New Orleans. We will be seeing some of the greatest people in the world, the hottest people, the most popular people on earth, okay? And a perfect example of that is the Radiators. For 40 years, they have been the rock and roll band. They have defined jam rock. They have defined Fishhead funk. And they are absolutely the whole generation of bands that follow the Dead and the Allman Brothers and this whole jam rock, Americana rock. They are one of the absolute inspirations for that. And the Radiators will be performing the finale concert of Jazz Fest, along with no less than Joe Bonamassa. The Radiators, Joe Bonamassa, who is universally acclaimed as the top blues rocker in the world, and Bonnie Raitt. So this is what we're talking about. We are going to bring to the Summers Point Beach, okay, to the Summers Point Beach on the 26th of July, the Tony Mart Legacy Last Waltz. And one of the stars of that show will be the great Dave Malone from New Orleans Radiators, one of the greatest rock and roll bands of our time. And then there's Bonarama's Mark Mullins, who's doing all the horn arrangements from the band's music. Life is a Carnival, stuff originally done by Alan Toussaint. And then we are going to have the Honey Island Swamp Band, who are on the same bill with the Stones that day. These are the top bands. And there's going to be more announcements. We actually are very close to announcing once we get hopefully the okay and the funding to move forward in Atlantic City. One of the performers that is actually going to be there on stage opening for the Rolling Stones. So the big beach concerts are really going to be Wednesday night on the boardwalk if we get the funding. You're going to see them for free, and you're going to be able to enjoy them. And that's the story in Atlantic City, and there's going to be a lot more about that after we hopefully have the word. The word is given by the CRDA next week. Well, back to Cape May. We're very excited about being there, but the way we celebrate is by bringing our good friend who is one of the finest producers and directors in South Jersey, the man that makes Exit Zero happen, and one of my heroes, a guy I respect immensely, Michael Klein. Welcome to the show.
Carmen, how are you? Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Excuse me. Couldn't get any big names this year, huh? Excuse me.
Yeah, it feels like kind of an off year.
Only Branford Marsalis, right? That's all. Just Branford Marsalis.
Yeah, that's it. Branford, yeah. You know, some people might know that last name of Marsalis, huh?
Yeah. When we were in New Orleans,
is headlining the Spring Festival. It's the first time that he'll be performing at Exit Zero Jazz Festival, and I'm so excited to be able to present that band. You know.
Oh yeah. And,
you know, you've always got your eye on the bands that you make offers to a lot, and for whatever reasons, the schedule isn't working out. Right. A whole bunch of things can go wrong between getting the offer out and then getting it confirmed. So, yeah, it finally came together this year for Branford Marsalis at Exit Zero Jazz. So, couldn't be happier.
Congratulations. Believe me, I would be there with my scooter up your butt to see that show if I wasn't on my way from Norway to New Orleans to go to Jazz Fest after we do this blues cruise we're doing on the Norwegian fjords. But I want to talk to you about artist development like that. You are very similar to me. You become involved with the artists. You give them regular gigs. You help them. You nurture and nourish their careers. That's one of the really important things that you do in terms of the culture and history of the music, the Philly, Jersey Shore scene. Now, am I right, Joey Alexander is somebody that you have supported for years? Am I on the right track there?
Yes. Joey Alexander, he is returning to our festival for the 5th time.
There you go.
His first performance at Exit Zero Jazz was in the spring of 2015. And he had just performed at Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra with Wynton. I believe that was the first performance he did in the States. And then a couple of months later, he made his festival debut at Exit Zero Jazz. It was actually his second gig in the United States. And that was back in 2015. It was the same weekend we had Dr. John was the headliner on Saturday night, and wow. Friday night we had Joey Alexander open the festival, followed by Paul Jost doing rearrangements of Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run landmark record.
Where is Joey Alexander from?
Joey is from Oh God! Now you're putting me on the spot. Now, come on. Indonesia. So, but where? Jakarta.
Okay. Jakarta. Okay.
Yeah, that's the way my mind works 3 weeks before the festival, Carmen. So yeah.
Well,
and
you do an exceptionally great job there. Tell us about. There's a lot of different aspects to your festival. Your home base is going to be Convention Hall again, right?
Yeah, home base for the Spring Festival, April 19th and 21 is Cape May Convention Hall. So we have 9 performances in the hall over the 3 days of the festival.
A great venue. I'm very happy that I'm going to be doing that venue myself, and I love that venue, and I've been to many of your shows there. The sound is great, the lights, the security. The people in Cape May are so wonderful. They support us so much, and I've been proud to be a part of your organization in a small way, helping as an MC, helping coordinate production assistant stuff. And you know, we always get great reception from those people. They deserve a lot of kudos, don't they?
Yeah, we've got a pretty amazing audience, and they're loyal, they're responsive, they're excited, and they really give that energy back to the artists when the artists are on stage. And I think that's what really sets our festival apart. I think that interaction between our audience and the performers is really, I've been to a lot of festivals hours because of the way it's set up and the way that we use the intimate bars and restaurants in New Orleans. I mean, in Cape May, it is there's a real energy gone, that happens between the artists and the performers, and that it makes it a really unique experience, I think, for everyone who attends and performs.
I was fortunate enough to help you with Carney's for several years, and that's a perfect example of what you're talking about. John Cleary, John Papa Grows Funk, a lot of great people, and the excitement. But that all goes back to the top, Michael. You're talking to me now. And, the way that the audience and the artists commune together, the ambiance, the feeling that gives those artists that extra incentive to perform a great show, that goes back to the producer, and that is you, Michael Klein. You deserve, I've been around this game long enough to know what a great job you do, and that's why these people come out. When Branford Marsalis comes out, he's going to do a special show. He's not going to do the show he did in Toledo 2 weeks ago. He's going to know that he's in Cape May. Cape May, 400 years, the original seaside resort in the United States, a tremendous place in the world in and of itself, but even greater because Michael Klein does what he does, not just twice a year, spring and fall, but also in the summer season, what you do. And I cannot recognize you and thank you enough. Now, we got something coming up, 3 weeks? Is that what it is, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks is the festival.
Right. Right.
Yep. So we're almost there.
Right. Now, how can people get connected? Obviously, they can get connected through your website directly. Yep. And also you do stuff over the phone, which I think is nice. You still do that.
We do. Yeah. I like to answer the phone. I like to talk to people. So, basically our phone is our box office because we only have a physical box office in Cape May Convention Hall the 3 days of the festival. So, the rest of the year when you call the festival, you're usually talking to me 99% of the time, and it's the box office. So you can definitely call us at 609-849-9202. That's the box office number. When you do that, when you order over the phone, you don't pay those crazy ticket seller fees that the ticket sellers put on top.
That's great.
And then you also, we do that right up until about 2 days before the festival. And then you can also get all the information on the lineup, the bios, video of the bands that are playing, all of the shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got, Carney's Other Room. We also have a full schedule in Taco Cabalito. And then we're doing, we're highlighting the Clef Club of Jazz of Philadelphia. Those kids are coming in from their ambassador program. They're performing on Saturday. There's the Children's Choir of South Jersey. This is mostly like Atlantic City-based kids of all ages. They'll be performing Saturday on the deck of Convention Hall. And we also have an ensemble coming down from Rutgers University that Orrin Evans, who is, world-famous Philly piano player, musician, composer, band leader, arranger, and also a board member of the Cape May Jazz Festival Foundation, and obviously a teacher. He's bringing his ensemble in jazz studies from Rutgers University to perform on Sunday at the festival as well. Wow,
your table is really full with all of the richness of the jazz culture, and it's people like you as an educator, as someone that helps keep the idiom alive, helps spread the popularity of jazz with the younger generation. I mean, it's a prodigious amount that you're doing in these two festivals. You have the one coming up in April and then another one in October, you said, right?
Yeah, October 24th through 27th, yes. And we'll be welcoming Christian McBride back to the festival in October. We also have the Soul Rebels live and direct from New Orleans, confirmed for our festival in October as well.
Listen, Michael, I wish you so much luck, and I'd like to be there with you, but I want people to call you, and I want them to go to the website, and you have several different kinds of packages so people can find what they want to do, what they're comfortable with, and be a part of the East Coast, one of the East Coast premier jazz festivals, the Cape May Exit Zero Jazz Festival. Why don't you give us that phone number and website again, please?
It is exitzerojazzfestival.com. And if you'd like to call the box office, you can reach us at 609-849-9202.
Okay. And they can buy tickets from you. And if they're lucky, they can talk to you and have you share some of your immense knowledge and experience. Michael, thank you. Thank you so much. And God bless you.
Carmen, thank you so much, man. What you do is so important, and we really appreciate it, man. So thanks so much for giving us some time.
All right. We'll be in touch. Take care of yourself.
All right,
Michael,
man. Take care. You travel safe. Have a great festival.
You too, man. We're going to be talking more about that in the coming couple of weeks as well, the Exit Zero Jazz Festival. Well, as I was saying before, I feel very, very fortunate that last year our marketing director, Terry Vizzoni, and I started saying to ourselves, look, we have to move in the direction of the Americana jam bands, the young bands, the funk jam bands, the New Orleans R&B jam bands, because it's Generation X and a little younger that is really driving this, along with the hip, healthy baby boomers that can still get out and party. I mean, not everybody is like me. I can't even walk, and I'm still out almost every night because it's in my blood. But we were so right, and you're going to hear about that, hopefully, when we get the preliminary approval from Atlantic City and from the state of New Jersey. And you're going to hear how we moved and how we are moving and what we have done to try to prepare people for having great free shows that are not going to cost the city and the state so much money with entities like Live Nation. And I am very proud that we saw that and we're acting on it. And again, I come back to Mayor Marty Small, but so many people in Atlantic City and all around supporting us, resorts, casino, hotel supporting us. So many people supporting us in all the things that we do. Well, I couldn't have been more right about that, nor could I have been more right about DraftKings. I saw that coming when I saw David Wong, the great young chef at Resorts, and my friend Jeffrey Ray, who's about to come on the show. I said, oh, my God, this thing at DraftKings on the boardwalk in Atlantic City is going to be huge. And it is a tremendous attraction. I mean, they've already got Margaritaville and Landshark, but now they have DraftKings, which is probably, from what I hear, the hottest thing happening in March Madness and first weekend of Major League Baseball. You are right in the middle of what's happening. Jeffrey, welcome to the show.
Hello, Carmen. Hello, listeners. Great to be back on. And, yes, it's been very busy here with the March Madness and moving into the next big weekend here, heading towards the Final Four and the championship game next week. So it's been a lot of busy in DraftKings Sportsbook. Right.
It's in Phoenix. Final Four is right up the road from me, about an hour and 20 minutes from where I am.
Very exciting. Very exciting. It's been a lot of hype and a lot of business and a lot of people into the NCAA tournament, and it's been a great thing for us here at Resorts and DraftKings Sportsbook. People loving the new
love all those screens, the way you have that happening all over the place.
The room, yes, Carmen, the room is, there's more wires in there. It's a very technically designed outlet, and there's the viewing is just exceptional. In our VIP area, in our dining area, the bar area is just a great viewing place for all kinds of sports and activities and events.
Right. You've got the bar, you've got the VIPs, you've got the dining room area where the emphasis is on enjoying that phenomenal food, and you've got the casino steps away from all of that. It's great the way you all designed that, and I think that's part of why people are just coming out in really serious numbers to enjoy what you're doing over there. Tell me a little bit about, I know one of the things, before we get to the food, one of the things I love about what you're doing is that you're maintaining moderately priced drinks and beer over there. And I think people really appreciate that because people are tired of being gouged everywhere they turn, you know. Do you want to spend a minute on that, Jeffrey?
Absolutely, yeah. We're trying to, just like you said, have very, fair drink prices. We have, every day we offer our 16-ounce pint glass Miller Lights and Yuengling for $3. Just can't beat that anywhere in town. We have some other great craft beers. We got the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze, $7, and Dogfish Head, Sam Adams Seasonal, just finishing up the Cold Snap, and it's $6 for that. So trying to keep the prices reasonable. Regular domestics, $5, $4 during special and happy hour. We have great, Thursday night happy hours. Wines by the glass, $8. A full varietal selection of different wines. So
you have good wines. That's a big thing for wine drinkers. the guys like to drink a beer. A lot of people like to drink bourbons and stuff. But us wine drinkers, we get the short end of the stick in a lot of these joints because they have garbage wine for house wine. Jeffrey, as soon as I say to the waitress, what kind of wine do you have by the glass? As soon as they say we have red and white, I'm like, oh, geez, I'm in trouble already.
Yeah. Rather than a Vintner and a varietal, and we try to have a tiered selection in there with some different things for everyone's palate and pocketbook, so to speak. It's not the full wine menu that we would have up in our world-class Capriccio, but our beverage team has done a good job of having a nice offering in there for the wine as well. In addition to all the beer specials I mentioned, the buckets of beers for the sports events, the guys love that, and just all of our signature cocktails. Got a great, Patron Perfect Pitch Margarita, and just a whole nice list of different cocktails that we make and feature in DraftKings also. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Let's talk about Capriccio for 1 second. My marketing director, Terry Vizzoni, is here with us. She lives in Tucson as well in the off season. Then she's off to her fashion world in Chicago before we get her in Jersey for the summer to be with us, when we do the bulk of our shows. We are so frustrated because we cannot find a first-class Easter brunch like you have in Capriccio. There's nothing in the whole city of Tucson that even comes close to what you're doing over there. I know you told me it's high-end, but if people, it might be sold out. It might be too late for me to tell people to go there. Tell us a little about it.
We have some spots open up for tomorrow, and we'll let David talk about the menu, but it's our big classic brunch, the way that we do it in fine dining in Capriccio and here at resorts, and it's going to be spectacular tomorrow morning, yes.
That's right. It's back by popular demand. That's what it is, what everybody was waiting for, Carmen. And yes, we have everything from Eggs Benedict, pastrami hash, a sushi station. That's going to be handmade from my sushi chefs downstairs from Mukashi. Prime rib. You got a raw bar with three different kinds of oysters. You got from East Coast. Well, you got Cape May salt. From West Coast, we got Gigamoto's. We got shrimp cocktail. Anything that you can think of besides the twist of antipastas and prosciutto and fresh fruit from Italy. That's what we got. And then to top it all off, we have an amazing dessert selection by the best chef in Atlantic City, Chef Charlene. She's got this nice selection for Easter. And right across from that, fresh waffles made to order and an omelet station. You can't beat it.
I have a very important question.
Everybody's been waiting for this since the pandemic, and we decided to do this big
David, I have a very important question, but before I get to it, I do want to make sure everybody knows this is one of the great young chefs on the East Coast of the United States. Resorts is so lucky to have David Wong. And
thank you.
David, he's one of the odds-on favorites to take that gumbo championship with Robert Levinson, his executive chef this year. When you come to Jersey Gumbo, make sure you spend some time over there tasting Resorts Gumbo, because David and Robert are loaded for bear, aren't you?
That's right. And we're going to try to re-innovate it a little bit more this year and get it more exciting. And I mean, that's the way we do it. We want to be exciting. We want to test ourselves and see what's best. So it's a good challenge and it's great. It's great. It's a lot of fun too as well.
I'm looking forward to it. We really the Tony Mart family has just fallen in love with everything resorts, and we are so grateful for the hospitality and the congeniality, that feel. As I tell Mark, when I talk to Mark D'Antonio, I say, as soon as you get there, you feel the difference. You feel like you're wanted, like you're in a real old school classic casino where you matter. You're not some corporate digit. and that's so important. But here's the big question: are you doing that brunch on Mother's Day?
We might be doing a player development marketing brunch on that day, so we're probably not going to have the Capriccio brunch in the dining room itself. But there will be a brunch, a Mother's Day brunch in the hotel.
Do I have to be there at Easter to get that brunch you just described?
I invited Carmen. Believe me, this is the one thing that I tell everybody every year. You can't miss it. I look forward to providing it. I mean, I'll be there 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and same thing with the Capriccio staff. We love it. It's the service that we love to provide that we get a lot of smiles from and appreciation from the customers.
It is, David. It is a once-a-year shot that you do this on this immense scale. Wow.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we want to put all our eggs in this Easter basket for sure. And that's how it is, and we love the feedback, and who knows, but we'll let the customers do the voting for us.
Yeah. So for tomorrow, if anyone's interested, you can go to opentable.com and see what availability. Anyone needs last-minute reservations, there's some availability left. Or you can call the main number at Resort 609-340-6300.
Let's talk about DraftKings, but before we get there, you do have the highest-rated Japanese and sushi place. That's your baby, right, David? Tell us about that.
Yes. Okay, so Mukashi, which is also literally adjacent to the noodle bar. So you got your best pick. You can have both. It's very classically designed as a nice sushi bar where you can have omakase. Steps right off the boardwalk, which is beautiful, nice white marble, got the red top, and we do a lot of classic, traditional sushi-style recipes without going over the border. The biggest thing that we focus on is the freshness and what we're getting imported in. We get imported in amachi. We get imported in even the yuzu juice comes from Japan. The smoked soy comes from Japan. The Kobe comes from Japan. And I have the pleasure to work with A5 Kobe that a lot of people like to overcharge. Come try mine, and you tell me how much my pricing is, how the value is, and how it tastes. It's
what I love about you.
Exactly.
In addition to that, people can come to DraftKings, but if they don't want to do sushi, if they don't want to do DraftKings, if they don't want to have the number one chowder that wins almost every year for best chowder at the Chowder Cook-Off at the Seafood Festival, they have Capriccio. And on Sunday, that means your Sunday gravy menu, right? 3 course?
Absolutely. We have a Sunday supper menu. It is 3 courses. We have a first preemie, which is artichoke oreganata, baby artichokes roasted. We got some oregano, breadcrumbs, a little bit of lemon zest, and Parmesan, or Chef Chris's famous mushroom arancini, a little bit oversized, and he makes this nice Parmesan cream sauce. He'll take the rind from the Parmesan that you never put to waste, and he'll steep it with some cream. Unbelievable what he does with this thing. Caesar salad, of course, our classic Caesar salad. You can't miss the best Caesar dressing on property. And then for the entrees, we do have what we call the traditional Sunday gravy, which is spaghetti marinara, with the meatballs and Italian sausage. So you got your trio on that. We have penne basilico, which is with pecorino, marinated and grilled calamari, basil pesto. Very, very classical dish that's right there, very light. And then, of course, we have a rigatoni, a lanzane. It's grilled chicken, roasted eggplant cream, Parmesan. And then to finish it off, of course, we have a trio of profiteroles, hazelnut, pistachio, or rose water cream.
I got to when we get back to Jersey, I'm bringing Nancy over for that one. That's right down her alley. David, let's talk about. Go ahead.
That's the happy hour. That's the Sunday supper. Then remember, we have a great aperitivo hour, happy hour, Thursday and Friday and Sunday night with David and Chef Chris have made a great small plate selection. All selections are for $14, and he has the mushroom arancini are right on there. He has a selection of the house antipasta, the cheese ravioli. So great small plate menu right at the bar at Cielo, with some great wine and cocktail specials also there right at the bar for a very, very fair rate once again here at Cielo and Capriccio Resorts.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about DraftKings. What's happening with your menu over there? Do you have anything that new that you brought out, or just some of the highlights, the things that people love, like that brisket chili you made for me? Oh, my God, I love that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, that brisket chili is that's never gonna come off the menu. We love that thing. But besides that, we have these oversized Bavarian pretzels that come straight out of Germany.
Bavarian what?
Germany, and then Bavarian pretzels, very oversized Bavarian pretzels. They come straight out of Germany, fresh, frozen. They're the softest thing you'll ever have. Straight out of Germany, these are the purest of pure Bavarian pretzels.
We had them, right, man? They were delicious, yes. The pretzel. Those big pretzels.
And then
my choice of sauces, right? Cheese and like a Bavarian mustard sauce. Right?
Yes, that's exactly. We got the beer cheese dip. We also have a jalapeno white cheddar cheese sauce as well we could offer with that. And then, of course, we can never forget the Philly cheese spring rolls. That's just one of our signatures. But we had the competition on the boardwalk with.
Can't forget that Italian sausage, David, that we have with the sauteed onions and peppers, and that classic Pennsylvania Dutch chow that Carmen loves.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. I love that chow and the Italian sausage, everything. It's such a great place to go and have such high-quality food, great prices, surrounded by all the sports and all the other options. You know, if you think about it, what better place to go on a Thursday or a Sunday, or go to March Madness, or go see a Phillies game and just relax and be able. One person does casino, one person does sushi. Somebody, you know, when the warm months come out, somebody wants to go walk over to Land Shark, the best beach bar in Atlantic City. I mean, you guys got it all in the middle of North Beach there, which is where the action is on the boardwalk. On Wednesday nights, I'm going to have some serious action at Kennedy Plaza. But the rest of the week, there ain't nobody touching you all in North Beach, man. Resorts is, I just think it's, people need to know, how much is going on. Plus, your parking is always fair. You don't gouge anybody on parking. Jeffrey, what am I missing? You know it really exactly.
Well, you can't without mentioning our pop-up bar themes that we have right now. We're right in the middle of our very exciting and successful Mad Bunny bar. Right on the casino, just off the casino level. You have to come and see it. It is just beautifully decorated with a creative theme of an Easter, springtime, Easter bunny theme with a little naughty touch to it. So our entertainment team and marketing team have just done a great job of decorating the pop-up bar for this quarter here. So you have to come see the Mad Bunny Bar. Always exciting, great drink specials in there. Entertainment pretty much every day of the week in there with the DJs and the music and karaoke and the different things going on. So we're very proud of the pop-up bar. It changes every 2 or 3 months. So come on over and see the Mad Bunny Bar. It's really something to see. We have some great entertainment coming up in our world famous historical Superstar Theater. We have John Eddy coming on April 27th, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. We have
4 weeks from today.
Yes,
4 weeks from today. Now would be the time to get tickets for John Eddy, because he's very popular and he may very well sell out.
Yeah, he most likely will. And then April 20th, we have Daybreak, the music of Barry Manilow, again in the Superstar Theater. So a lot of different things going on in combination with our great, world-class dining and different restaurants. There's a great entertainment and right on the boardwalk, right on the Atlantic Ocean. So come on over and check out what's going on at resorts for sure.
How long is that Mad Money pop-up going to be happening? A while yet, huh?
I think so, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we theme it up for each occasion. So that's
another fun thing to do.
Correct. So we had the one for Valentine's, we had one for Christmas, and then we're probably going to, I assume what they're going to do is plan a pre-summer one, get a little paradise in there. We'll see what they have. We have a great marketing department. They like to change it up and make it exciting. So it's a little bit different. Even if they do it early, let's get some more in there,
Okay.
What space is that in? The bar one space?
Correct.
Yes, the Mad Bunny bar. Yes, right in bar one, right on the casino floor. A lot of excitement. It's just a great scene there. It'll be really jumping later today and tonight. So very exciting. Yes.
I think what we're trying to say very simply is that for local residents, for visitors, for people who are hosting visitors coming in now on a nice spring weekend to the Jersey Shore, you have a sure shot of going and having a great time at resorts because you can make all of these amenities available to you. You guys are doing a great job, and I really appreciate everything you do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of Jersey Gumbo, and we're looking forward to more and better things as we go forward together. We love Resorts Casino Hotel, and we love you guys.
Well, thank you, Carmen. We're very excited about heading into springtime and all the events here at Resorts, and we're also excited about the spring concert series starting up. We know how hard you work on that at Summers Point and Atlantic City and everywhere. So I know you have a great lineup with that. So I think the whole community is excited about that and seeing the nice weather today and everything coming up. It's going to be great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you. And, of course, it won't be long before I'm calling you and saying, all right, what are the updates? What are we doing? And having you back on the show. David Wong, I'll be over there to eat as soon as I get back to Jersey, all right?
Come on back. Thank you so much for your support, everybody, all the listeners. We love the community. Thank you guys so much. We wouldn't be here without you. So all the feedback in the world is what makes us better. We love to put out that product for you. So please come join me tomorrow. I will be in. I'll be running around. Come say hi to me. I will be at the Sunday brunch. You can't miss it. I can't guarantee that there's going to be another one this year. So don't miss out. We open at 9:30. So come on in. Happy Easter, everybody.
Extraordinary experience, an incredible culinary extravaganza. That at Capriccio, the number one casino Italian restaurant in the United States of America. Jeffrey, thank you, my friend. God bless you. You and your family have a great holiday.
Take care, Carmen. Thank you very much. Have a happy holiday, everyone.
Thank you. All right. We want to mention, of course, our other most important sponsor, Circle Liquor Store. They, of course, are doing it all for March Madness over there. They've got a tremendous selection of really great wines priced at $15 to $20. If you look at my blog, you go to TonyMart.com or send us an email. You should get the blog we did put out yesterday. We're still focused on the South American wines, thanks to our wine goddess Julia and Julia Stacey Riley, who has done some research, some phenomenal stuff. The Bogle Phantom, and then also there's a Lampastole. The Lampastole is a great line of wines, and you can enjoy a really interesting red Zinfandel, perfect for your Easter table tomorrow. The Apalta Red Blend. These wines are like they're in $30 range, but he's got them for $20. And for the seafood, he's got the Sauvignon Blanc for $16. And distinctively South American, the Cuvée Alexander Carmenere, a very, very hot wine now in the Latin American country, the Carmenere. And, of course, the final blowout on the winter beers and craft beers. And, of course, now the whole new spring wine is coming in. So please go see our friends at Circle Liquor Store and join our friends and us here at Tony Mart Presents in saying to you, let the good times roll.
The preceding program was paid for and presented by Tony Mart Presents.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.